a roster of this caliber getting into that mindset. But then again, you have to look at it. Will this be their undoing? Will the seriousness that they are taking with this series sort of make them crumble just a little bit, reveal some cracks in the armor way too early? I mean, we saw even in that Divine Mind series that they played earlier on, it was still up Divine Mind for the longest time. Kitbash took some time to get into gear before they started taking maps. If Divine Mind are able to pinpoint that as one of the fundamental things that they can take advantage of coming into this rematch, I feel like the boys of Kitbash might be in a little trouble.
I don't know. I mean, you look at this team and it's constantly thrown on. These guys are grinders. Scoob is an incredibly driven individual. He's making sure that the team is locked and ready to go. So I have no doubt that they went home, they did their review, they came into this matchup, they've done the prep work, they've had their coach alongside them this entire time. This game is going to be one of the best, I imagine, that we've had all weekend, kicking off Championship Sunday. I mean, Lith, Lolleey, Dxvinity, how good are these guys looking? And then you got Scoob on the KBM, hitting the money shots on the KBM. And Divine Mind, they have fallen from grace right now. Can they reclaim that top seed that they came into this tournament with?
Incredible to think, though. It might be a little bit of destiny working in their favor. We're going into a live fire Strongholds for Game 1. Scoob on the KBM. Guess what's on live fire, baby? That S7 sniper rifle. And we've seen how destructive KBM players, especially in the ANZ Halo community, can be as soon as they get that sniper. We may see a little bit of, you know, weapon funneling towards one individual player here, and I'm all for it. We need that kind of audacity and those team strategies to come in, especially at this point in the game here on main stage.
I mean, talking about weapon funneling, we're coming into live fire, that sniper in play. Divine Mind, their opening strategies are Swayz, heads mid, gets the sniper, drops down to the tunnels, and looks to make a play for the objective. You've also got the heat wave in the hands of Pipz. He is a lethal unit, even at the best times, but you put Heatwave in his hands, you put him somewhere like tons in a choke point. This is where things get scary. And kicking it off, it's Championship Sunday, Bluey. Kitbash versus Divine Mind.
Exactly like you said, Panda. Swayz immediately went top mid, grabbed that sniper, looked down vent, but was taken down by Scoob. 2 members down on either side of the coin. Divine Mind go down 3. We see Pipz rotating at that big door. Doesn't quite have his hands on the heat wave there, but looking down that top mid section, so many fights looking to escalate down there as we have the overshield coming up as well. There's lots of positions for advantageous strategies.
What a headshot there from Pipz, but you look at it, Divine Mind have already got time on the objective. As great a start as that was from Kitbash, they've now been turned on. Scoob, the last alive, and they still can't quite pivot one of these objectives. It was a great start. It was a phenomenal start, but unfortunately, they haven't done anything with it.
No, flip of the spawns right now. Scoob caught off guard. Head gets taken off as well as Dxvinity falls by the hands of Pipz. Immediately, we are seeing a thorough rush from Pipz. Pull through top mid, capturing A as well. B point being picked up by Kitbash, but once again, those points being ticked up more and more by Divine Mind. It's a fantastic start that Kitbash had, but they're just not able to hold on to any lead whatsoever.
And I mean, there were questions about it coming into this, you know, how are Divine Mind, where are they? Why don't we have a listen? Let's go to the Astro listen in with Divine Mind.
Yeah, we're with Div, I think.
I'm a sniper bit.
I swap B. I'm coming to C, guys. I'm coming to C.
Yep, I'm hit over top here.
Oval.
NA,
Ready for over shield, boys. Get ready for over shield. Don't stress about the triple.
On C.
Rated.
Nice, bro.
We can tower,
Right now.
We can live back our tower. Yeah.
We're gonna swim
Ready for over shield. Over shield in 15.
Play A here, play A, B.
Yeah,
I'm trying to live on B, bro.
Play over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pillars.
Over shield, 10 seconds.
Coming underground.
One gonna be top tower too.
He's weak. Middle, one shot.
Oh, midweek.
Kiddo, guys. Kiddo, absolutely.
Okay, one skinny.
Oh, 2 down!
Shield up. He went skinny, bro.
Watch the safe flat.
Getting shield. Left, look over left. One shot, absolute. Nice.
NA. I can pressure this, guys.
Go away. You guys go away.
He's on the pole.
Yeah. We can go fast.
Dead!
I got Ray.
Nice. They're gonna be B. Also on weak pillars.
Watch out, right tunnel.
Rats, I have it.
In my A is weakest
Oh,
point.
Oh my god, Rated with the feral headshot with the S7, but look at it, Bluey. They are within 100 of closing out the map. We haven't seen any significant time on the objective from Kitbash. It's an absolute lockout from Divine Mind. They are dominating this map. They're already popping off on stage. Dxvinity, the last alive. He's got a single kill to his name.
Nothing but absolute dominance from the members of Divine Minds. Look at the scoreboard right now. Pipz, 11-1. You can hear the players of Divine Mind shouting from across the stage. Every kill they get, they are telling Kitbash that they are nervous in this rematch.
Pipz is 12-1. He is rocking the server right now. You can hear it. The coordination, the forward-thinking Swayz again. They are about to flawlessly win. Live Fire Stronghold here. They just keep ticking on. There's about 30 seconds left here to pick them up. Swayz for the shot. He gets the double as well. Divine Mind are unlocked Dxvinity. He's running, but all he's going to find is Plasma. It's coming apart. Look at it, Bluey. They just keep ticking on. They've come into Championship Sunday looking to reclaim the throne.
Only 20 points remain. At no point has Kitbash being able to get off the point. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first game, it looks like we are about to witness what could be a 250-0 here on Live Fire Strongholds. The triple cap goes up. There's no time remaining for Kitbash, and Divine Mind take it with absolute determination.
Kitbash, pick your pants up. You just got down trailed 250-0. Pipz he died once. And the entire map, they're rocking it on stage. You can hear it. They're amped up. They're ready to go. They've shored up the weak links, and they're looking for Orlando.
What do you even say at that point to give the boys of Kitbash even just an inch of confidence? That was absolutely disgusting. A 250-0 Championship Sunday. First match of the day, and you are decimated.
A 10 killing spree. Pipz finally went down there for the second time. And look, there is only one thing you can say. There is only one thing you can say to Kitbash to try and get them back in the series, and that is charity is tax deductible. You've given them their free map. Pick it up. Let's win this damn thing.
Pick it up indeed. You know, we do not want to see the boys of Kitbash go down whatsoever. The crowds, the audience doesn't want to either. These boys have now become a fan favorite, but unfortunately, the energy, the spark, the flares of Kitbash that we've been seeing just weren't there in this first match.
My God, I mean, Divine Mind have been handed punishment after punishment this weekend. They come in as the first seed. That gets completely stripped away from them. And then they come in when it truly counts in the Elam bracket. You don't have the lifeline. If you lose here, you are done for the weekend. And they started off with that. My God.
You cannot afford to lose anything here. The game, the mental, the 1v1s, those headshots, all of them just falling into Divine Mind's favor. I was just watching those replays, Panda, as you were talking and just throwing my hands up in the air over and over again because it was just so defeating. I felt as though that I was a team member on Kitbash right there playing and just getting my head stomped in over and over again.
Oh boy, that was one of the quickest maps we have had all weekend, which is an absolute statement given how much Divine Mind have been pushed and looked on the back foot. They are now in a position where they are dominating this series, which is where they thrive. We kick it off with a bit of Recharge Slayer from map 2. Does it slow down? No, not at all. Rated kicks it off with one. It's straight it back. Scoob, he's looking to claw it back for the team.
Oh, Scoob immediately off the break with the triple. The keyboard and mouse maniac looking to burn that camo or possibly survive.
No.
Nearly getting out with his life. So close, but there was so many pieces of equipment that had to be used to take him down.
Sometimes you're just going to drag your teammates kicking and screaming into a series, and Scoob has done just that with a massive triple to rip it off. Pipz, though, he's hunting these members of Kitbash. Finds himself a second kill, but he's being chased down. Lith and Lolleey have looked feral this weekend in the frag department. They're looking to do that again today.
Divine Mind looking to collapse in on the members of Kitbash right now. Plasma gets taken down as he pushes through Mangala. A nice little boost up there. Scoob immediately flicks around to Raided, gets good damage on him. Lith in the background taking one as well. Dxvinity does fall. 8 and 8, all tied up. We already are with the back and forth of these teams. I think we're in for a long one. Nearly a remote detonation going there, but we have an absolute monster on the sticks right now in hands of that shock rifle.
Swayz, we've asked where he's been all weekend. He's been quiet. He's got the shock rifle in hand. This is where he shines. With this gun, with anything with that long-range precision, he is lethal. Right now, those teammates falling by the wayside, trying to capitalize on what they can. Nade spam towards gold pipes. He looks to go in, but no, he says, I've got a key weapon. I need to make it work.
Only 1 kill ahead for Divine Mind right now. Oh my lord, and Swayz already doing damage. Looking to find another, switching it out for the BR, just looking to get more points in, trying to get that remote detonation once again. A trick that we've seen all too common through this weekend. Nice little slowdown once more, 3 points ahead for Divine Mind, and you're going to see quite commonly that when they get these little bits here and there, oh my god, and Swayz is just going to use the space that he's been given.
Kiwi Diff, baby, the active camo spots Lolleey, shots on. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. This is the Swayz we've come to know and love. Sets up the follow-up kill. But look at it, the damage is being done. They've got the lead. They just need to hold it.
What you have here on Divine Mind, though, is 2 players in Swayz and Pipz ranking up the majority of the kills, while look at Kitbash, how even all their score lines are, the assists ringing out as well. There is a lot of team coordination that these boys have to put in and continue to put in to take down the monsters of Divine Mind.
I mean, you got to question, is that even by design, or is this all they've been allowed right now? Scoob in a lot of trouble. They're hunting for the kills. Team up works, but unfortunately the trade comes back. They need to find some levity in this matchup. They need to find some way to get back into it. Lolleey for a kill, gets away though. Raided Huck on his tail, being chased by Lith. And that is the duo that could seal the deal here. Lith and Lolleey popping off.
Oh, there we go. Lolleey with the disrespect, shutting down one of his former team members. You love to see it. These boys are heated. They're locked in. You can hear the communication already coming off on stage. These boys are loud and here to win. 3 points of difference right now. Divine Mind is holding the future of Kitbash in their very hands.
Both teams, the future of their tournament life in their opponent's hands right now. But as soon as a team like Kitbash gets quiet, it's all over. They need to keep rowdy. They need to keep loud. Long range Lolleey goes off for a 7th, looking for an 8th. Pipz, he's got to duck himself away, but the chase in. Looking in for the support. Divine Mind playing it by the numbers.
Divine Mind right now, up and away. They can keep trading out kills if they need to, a narrative that we're all too familiar with. Every kill that Divine Mind gets just inches them closer and closer. And Kitbash, once again, being on the back foot. What I'm seeing here, though, from Divine Mind is just so much map control. Look how solid their rotations is and how patient they are at just these setups. They're looking for those individual picks and then immediately following it up with those collapses.
Lines are drawn in the sand. I mean, you could split the map in half and each team would be on either side, but the long ball push. Lith spotted. Pipz, can he find the kill? Lith goes down. And that's a big opening. They can now start to encroach. Another active camo goes the way of Divine Mind.
Raided. In possession of that camo right now, looks down into Pipz, spots Lolleey, takes him out. Nice clean shots from him, marksman medal in tow as well. Looking around for more information. Plenty of nade damage ringing out as that call from Kitbash would have been that Raided is located in there with the camo as he tries to hang around batteries right now. 5 kills, the difference. We have hit the halfway point in this Slayer match.
Halfway to pushing on to series point here in the lower bracket. Scoob in
no.
trouble. The perfect force shot from Raided. Do we get the pink mist to boot? The grapple there, though, it's going to be a trade out, it would seem. Shock rifle in the hands of Divine Mind once again. They've had all the goodies.
27-22. This 5-point lead has been held in tow for the longest time now for both of these teams. Once again, we're falling back a bit. Raided just looking around, trying to peek top control there. Call comes out, briefly sees Scoob. Lith as though making a rotation, just trying to peek A and almost gets his head taken off there. Raided, the man with the plan, just trying to stay cool, calm and collected right now as he's trying to scout as much information for the members of Divine Mind as possible.
I mean, there's been a lot of doubt coming into Raided's play this weekend, of course. He seems to be the man on the objective for the most part so far. Scoob finding an opening with the plasma, spots Raided, blue pipes as well. The slide on out, the nade to try and cover. He's got the shock rifle, the grapple play, but now Scoob has the shock rifle on KBM. This could be dangerous for Divine Mind.
Scoob, shock rifle in tow. He just needs to make sure that his team can give him enough space to work with it, as it is a little bit difficult to use this weapon on KBM, but once you get it kicked into gear, you will be a monster. Spots out Swayz, connects with a shot. It is not, unfortunately, a headshot for him. Dxvinity would have called out the two members bleeding through Pipz right now as Pipz and Plasma duo through, take down that top 8 position, have the shock rifle in tow for themselves.
And again, the spawns there, both teams on opposite sides of the map, all 4 members of Kitbash. As you can see, looking to rotate, trying to play the numbers, knowing full well if they have that player advantage, they can start to pick up some slays. Swayz, he's been outmaneuvered there. Lith finds the kill. Now it's Plasma's turn. What can he find? The support's there. Lith for 2. Plasma only gets the 1 as Lolleey takes him down.
1 kill the difference right now as Pipz doing a nice little jump up there with the camouflage. He's in an incredible position just to take as much information as he can. Sound is in tow. Scoob finds the 1v1 with Pipz. Unfortunately gets taken down. Pipz having the first shot there pretty much seals Scoob's fate. Just rotating once more. That has run out. Lith with the shock rifle in hand, but unfortunately the pole peak is not enough. Pipz turns down with the melee and just playing his life so well.
Yeah, Spawn's coming through, but look at the support that he's got. They are flooding towards Kitbash. Another player's rifle, shot rifle pickup rather. A nade from Raided. They're just monstering Kitbash out of the server right now. Back to that 5-kill lead.
5-kill lead, exactly as I was about to comment, Panda. You know, once again, we are at this point, and as soon as Divine Mind got this just briefly before, they held on to it for the longest time. It was never not 5 kills. Kitbash pulled out a miracle being able to come back as strong as they did, but once we are at this critical point in the game, things start to bleed out very, very quickly.
Oh, Dxvinity can't get the better of anyone on Divine Mind there. Luckily, he's got Lith in support, so they are bringing the numbers back, but the hunt comes through. Swayz, he's hitting his stride here in this series so far, but they've got 11 to go here. They can't afford to slow down. They can't give Kitbash the avenue back in, because we've seen when that happens.
We've seen what happens, especially Recharge Slayer. This was the fabled Game 5 that these two teams previously played. It was a 50-49 in favor of Divine Mind, and we can assume that both of these teams do not want a repeat of that narrative here, playing way too close for comfort. Swayz right now trying to back off as much as possible, but Scoob with the pick from top gold, excellent positioning, and shots from him as he picks up another in the background. 2 members of Divine Mind down.
Yeah, they need to be playing multiple frags per life here at the moment. There we go, 2 more back within 2, Bluey. This is going to go down to the wire. They extend it out by a little further. Plasma can't connect onto Lolleey. This is where things start to get a bit dangerous.
10 points remaining for Divine Mind to seal another map. The fight for camouflage right now as Pipz managed to weasel his way down. Plasma giving all the support he can from C Plat. Lith position top A at the moment. Just trying to get shots across map. Scoob still in gold, but he might have a bit of a challenge here as Camo starts to seek through unless one of the players can spot him. A melee goes down and it is a trade.
1 for 1, but look, it's still only a 2-kill game right now. Lolleey with that shock rifle, his shield's coming back up. He's looking for it. Dxvinity, the Plasma takes, whatever, it's a needler kill. That's all that matters. Another one, the remote det attempt. Dxvinity ties it up. We're at 41-41.
41-41, series is all tied up right now. Series, I should say, game all tied up. Lolleey, though, could be the difference maker. 3 shots remaining with this shock rifle. If all he can do is just click which he does! It's such a critical moment. Kitbash now in the lead, all tied up as Pipz picks up Lith in the background. Scoob follows it up with Swayz. Lolleey looking to challenge Plasma right now. A beatdown trade is what they needed. 44-44.
They're looking for plays to The pink mist to take down Pipz. That shock rifle back in hand, but Dxvinity's not done just yet. They hold it, a tenuous hold onto the lead right now, but they're looking for these long-range angles, and you can see once again the slowdown from Divine Mind. They're grouping up, looking to play 4-man Death Ball Halo.
Death Ball is what exactly you need, especially at this point in the game. It is going to take a lot of effort for the members of Divine Mind to be able to break this setup. Swayz looking to collapse on his own, bleeding through glass right now, but he has to face off the pink mist monster that we've seen this weekend in this game. Dxvinity right now, a challenging 1v1. The nades attempt to be used to flush him out. Will he go for the challenge? Should be able to read that play there. Swayz looking to back down near immediately, and Lolleey in the background picking off Pipz.
4 more kills for Kitbash here to tie up the series, of course. That needle in hand, Dxvinity's on the hunt. Swatsbagger raided, but it's a 1-for-1 trade across the board. Now within 3, Kitbash might just be able to redeem themselves. Swayz! The pink mist! In for 2! Kitbash are pushing towards victory here. Plasma spotted the nade spam. Can they finish him off? They are hunting desperately for his position. Lolleey's going to send it in. They get the trade.
Yeah!
1 more! And Kitbash tie it up!
Kitbash taking a map Recharge Slayer, they've spun the narrative, they've lost it last time, but they will not lose it again.
They win where it counts. We have a series on our hands, Bluey.
A series on our hands indeed, and you can feel the elation coming from the Kitbash boys. It should be noted, Panda, for those of you who might not be aware in the audience, we are the closest to them in terms of the stage, and there is an energy emanating off them right now.
Emotionally?
No,
or
I
like
mean physically, but emotionally as well. I feel very connected to them right now.
We're invested in Lolleey. Look at him topping the server, but not for lack of trying. Of course, Pipz and Swayz had a pretty solid game for Divine Mind. 14 kills apiece, but there you go. Lolleey, the MVP. My God, the shots he was hitting.
Oh, right at the very end especially. It was just at such a critical moment that he needed to hit that shock rifle shot. And he gave it to us, taking a little page out of Swayz's book there, I would say.
I mean, Swayz, he feels like he's back on form, which we really haven't seen much of this weekend. Yeah, he's putting up the numbers, but this is the Swayz we've come to know and love. He's hitting his shots. He's hitting the shots with the montage makers as well. He is lethal, regardless the distance between. And there you go. This was a turning point for Kitbash. They started to push towards victory. They could taste it.
He looks so composed on the stage as well. All the boys of Divine Mind, even though they lose that game, none of their resolves look shattered whatsoever. They are so quickly able to pick themselves up and move on. And I've got to say, Dxvinity, shouts out to you. I finally see some Needler use in play.
Dino who?
Yeah, Dino who. He calls himself the Needler King. It's a Dxvinity game now.
And you can see the crowd starting to fill up. They know the stakes here. It's Championship Sunday. And these two teams playing for their tournament life, playing for that opportunity to push into the Elim final. And I mean, Kitbash, you could have understood being massively disheartened by a 250-0 stronghold on live fire, and they say no. We've got a series to play. We are going the distance. We are pushing through to the next round. We've almost taken them down. We're going to prove that we can.
I've been speaking to Scoob, I've been speaking to Lith, and the same line they keep feeding me over and over again is, we're going to Orlando. We are going to Orlando. And you can feel that's exactly what they are fighting for right now. It's all they have ever wanted. Coming into this next map right now, we have Catalyst. You know, I'm Panda. Catalyst. It's one of your favorites, mate.
Oh no, but Bluey, it's not just Catalyst. It's Catalyst CTF, baby. It's such a dichotomy. On one hand, Catalyst Slayer, gross. Ew, no one likes it. Catalyst CTF, gourmet, chef's kiss. It's beautiful, it's lovely, and especially with two teams of this caliber, Catalyst kicking it off. We know that Skewer's gonna get some play here, Bluey. The OB, it's picked up, but no, Scoob can't slam it home.
Even if Scoob can't manage to get that OS there, he's still going to give his teammates enough positioning to be able to secure it. Lith now in possession of it. Also, last one alive, pops it immediately. Unfortunately, the members of Kitbash had to use so many resources in their lives in order to get a hold of it.
Yeah, OV on the shit. I mean, look, this needs to be that difference maker. They need to make this utility work. The return should be good. Raiden, unfortunately, just overextending a little bit. Swayz forced off the angle, and Ivy has to pull deep. You can see just tucked around the corner, Pipz might make a play.
Pipz is so easily able to just get some shots in the back if need be. Lots of power, lots of stress right now for both of these teams, but none of them can crumble under the pressure that they have been received. Lith looking to push out Ivy's side right now. 3 members of Kitbash unfortunately go down. Lith being the last one alive. Looks on to challenge Swayz, but he gets pushed out by that repulsor.
Flag taken, but realistically, I don't think it's going to get too far at the moment. There is so much more setup that needs to be done for either of these flags to run home. Plasma finding the kill onto Lith. Looking right now, Dxvinity. He's got the Divine Mind flag off the platform. They need some help, though, to get it any further. And look at it. It's an absolute scramble. Scoob and Rated going big. Lith the last alive. Unfortunately, there are 2 Divine Mind players to return.
Flag is returned. Lith just Dxvinity looking to just make that desperation push there as a flag goes in for the members of Divine Mind already. Fantastic stuff for them. Lith in the background picking up a skewer kill. We're about to see that big boy just used in the hands of such a strong man. doing those push-ups on stage, picks off Plasma as well, looking to back off to save his life as much as possible.
I mean, that was massive. Pipz was busy holding the base down while Swayz was running the flag.
No!
Who knows what's going on, Lith? Massive shot, the Ballista middle to boot. Looking at range to threaten this Divine Minds roster. Dxvinity has the flag off the platform. He's going for a run.
OS
He's done
now
it!
in play, and he's done it. He grabbed it nearly uncontested. Wait, no, Swayz in the background manages to pick him off. If he was playing that correctly, Lith looked like he would have dropped that OS off the edge, meaning that it is completely burned out of the game until on next respawn.
6 kills to the one of Swayz, the double swing in, but how does Dxvinity get the trade?
Fantastic melee game from Dxvinity. I mean, we see her on the map before with that needle of use. He's a man who revels in the CQC combat. Right now, Plasma taking on a battle with Lith, comes out on top. One member of Kitbash down.
Scoob!
Scoob flooding in, picking up himself up that quick double. Are we on the CS stage with this man?
No. This is Halo, baby, and it is Scoobmeistr, the KBM king on LAN. He gets away, shields back up. He's about to turn and burn.
Scoob has his life in tow right now, positioned behind Rated, looking for a pulse off the edge. Bye-bye, Rated. I'll see you on the respawn.
Poor bloke, you just got to sit there and take it at that stage. There's so much airtime, but right now we are tied up. What a piece, Plasma. Overwhelmed by the duo of Lith and Lolleey. They get the 2-for-1. They're looking to position. They want another flag, but the nade spam. This is chaos.
Lolleey picking up yet another kill. The dynamic duo pushing into the Divine Mind base. Divine Mind right now has one on respawn. Swayz though, that slide in nade. Dxvinity taking out Plasma with the skewer in the background. Pipz looking
Oh!
Div gets it!
Close range, long range, doesn't matter. Div's on the job. He's trying to get away, but he can't. Swayz on the hunt. Swayz is hunting for blood right now.
Swayz 10-3 on the board. Scoob 10-6. Both of these players putting up massive numbers right now. Swayz though, a danger in his own right. Now pushing with the overshield. Lolleey gets taken down around Mohawk Pillar. Swayz going to be facing Dxvinity off potentially very soon as Divinity's playing it very safe. You can see him tucked away in that corner. We see the break from the tank man himself, taking out Scoob, grappling in, not grabbing the flag though. Potentially a bit of a fumble there as Dxvinity in the back line with the support of Lith. Two get taken down.
I was loving it. I love Sway's creativity and innovation with the grapple, with whatever weapon he could find lying around, but unfortunately Kitbash are much the same. They will try and fight tooth and nail till they're bloody and raw to deny you.
1-1 flags, still all tied up, 7 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time for these boys to play with. Rated does unfortunately go down in that instance. Scoob right now, one shot, pushing up their side ramp, manages to get a melee kill onto Pipz before he is chased by two members of Divine Mind. Lots of resources being input in order to take him down. Lolleey, Dxvinity right now looking around over Ivy's side as Scoob comes up from the respawn. Full 4 members on both teams right now. Back up, but look at this standstill.
Rated, another kill off the board. Lolleey down, Lith in trouble as well. Dxvinity finds himself about to be overwhelmed, backs himself off, looking for safety.
Oh,
the
no!
nade stick! Rated slides into it. He's looking for the ring around the rosy, but there's too many shots coming his way. Luckily, there is support. The respawns to come through. Plasma, the last alive, looking for the return to sender, but can't quite get it. He's in trouble. He repulses Lolleey away, but he still goes down. 2
members of Divine Mind down. That push looked from the outset so successful, but Dxvinity being able to just tag that little foot sticky there was an absolute game changer, making sure that even though Kitbash had respawns in tow, he could play for time and get enough team members up to support him.
Oh, this is getting deadly. Pipz the last alive with 3 available for Kitbash. They can look to make a play, but unfortunately no one near the flag. Dxvinity scoops up the overshield as well. Pipz, he's going to make a gamble of his own, but no, Lith, he reads it perfectly.
2 minutes down till I last called the score, and it's been such a stalemate for both of these teams. Dxvinity looking right now to sneak into the base, taking on a challenge with Plasma. Unfortunately gets taken down himself. Lith now crawling in with that skewer. We have seen how destructive these boys have been. Lith picks up another, adding to the scoreboard of the members of Kitbash who have used this skewer with such proficiency.
Kitbash can't miss with the skewer. They are looking lethal here on Championship Sunday, but right now the run's coming. Raided, the objective man for the team while still putting up numbers here. Can he do it? They run it home. Divine Mind up by 1.
DM putting up a near uncontested flag at that point. Kitbash just scrambling to secure as many kills as possible. 2 members for the Kitbash boys down right now as Lith managed to trade it out. A melee kill. Pipz right now hanging around their Ivy side, just looking to be as sneaky as possible. We're going to see the challenge right now onto Lolleey. Lolleey being one shot is going to have to back down. Unfortunately gets taken out. Dxvinity in tow as well, comes face to face.
Oh!
The melee challenge comes out and Pipz earns himself a double kill.
They're looking for this 3rd flag on the board. Shields back up, health to full. Where are Kitbash? The spawns come up. Pipz decides that no, I need to regroup with the team. I can't go for this on my own without support. Backs himself off, waiting for the shields to come up. He's back up the ramp, looking to hunt. He spots Lith, shots are odd. Can he hit it? He does the damage, but not enough for the kill.
Lith is easily able to back down there, securing that his life stays in tow, and the numbers up on the Divine Mind base as well. We do see a flag pull from Kitbash, but how far they will be able to take it is all in the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, as Pipz earns himself a killer spree, a monster in his own right that needs to be shut down. Another monster on the team, Swayz, 16 and 9.
Rated, showing up for the most he's done all weekend. This is colossal. Swayz as well with the overshield, looking to make a play, but he's the only one alive. 4 members to the 1. The grapple into the melee, the headshot to finish. Looking for 2, but can't do it. Dxvinity from the grave gets the kill. Lolleey swings wide and finds another.
DM up on respawn after respawn. We see Lith with the flag pull, but we also see above Lolleey right now 2 members of Divine Mind flooding into base. Lolleey looking to use the sandbox right now. Plasma pistol in tow. This could be decisive in a battle that manages to get them numbers up. As the flag is still in tow. He hits the plasma pistol. Reverse shot. The OG noob combo comes into play.
Noob combo, or is it finesse? Let's be perfectly honest, it does take a special kind of person to pull it off right now. Plasma takes down Lith on the run, but Divine Mind will continue. Both flags from Pipz. He does get the damage out. Lolleey denied for the 2nd attempt.
Unfortunately there, a beautifully placed green gun shot, but wasn't able to follow it up. We see Plasma right now once again running the flag of Kitbash. This could prove to be incredibly detrimental for the Kitbash boys. The flag comes in clean. Pipz scores it. That is 3-1 to Divine Mind.
They took 4 members of Divine Mind off the board, so the flag run will start for Kitbash. Currently support's there, but look at that, no shields. He will fall just beyond safety. Lith, now it's his turn to shine. Needs to get the long run through Ivy. Where is the support coming? The nade spam to try and cut up the rotates. Drops it down towards that mid-bridge, but he's in trouble. He's been hunted.
Plasma picks up a perfect in the background, looking to lob that nade back to the sender. Lith unfortunately goes down. The athletic runner himself could not push that flag forward. Scoob manages to grab it. He's going to be sent flying, and that OS is about to come up in 3 seconds. A decisive fight here as both the flag and OS are positioned on mid-bridge. Lots of things to fight for, but unfortunately Plasma is the man to return it.
Another dead flag there, unfortunately for Kitbash. The overshield going to be contested. No, never mind. I was going to say they were going to contest it, but Plasma just walks on like it's Sunday, but not quite the Sunday you're hoping it would be.
1:46 left on the clock. Time is ticking away for the members of Kitbash. They need to start making the plays, getting the kills, but Plasma is a tank in his own right, earning a double kill. Scoobmeistr falls, a triple kill in tow, taking down Lith. Flag grab as well. This man is on a tear.
This is looking like it's going to be a 4th. They are just fighting for this right now. Overwhelming Kitbash at every turn. They've got the honor guard. They're running it home. Look, the cutoff to come. Can they do it? Lolleey and Lith deny the push, but Lolleey goes down. Raided. Can he get hands on the flag? Scoob, he pulls the Divine Mind flag to deny it home, but Swayz is there. He's going to get the flag. He's going to run it to the platform. They need the return, though, for the point. Scoob
looking just to play for as much time there as possible. Pipz taking out Lith in the background. 2 members of Kitbash briefly down. With that flag return in tow, it is 4-1 to Divine Mind in the blink of an eye. This game has gone awry. Divine Mind now up so far with only 40 seconds left on the clock. Kitbash, the plays can be made. Is it possible though, Panda?
I mean, the objective play for Divine Mind has been dominant this series. A 250-0 on the Strongholds. Now up 4-1 with 30 seconds remaining. This map is locked down. There is no way physically possible to get 3 flags in a row, unless your opponents let you do it. So it's gonna be the 2-1, the teabag, the body disrespect. Pipz is firing up. They know they're in control.
Pipz earning that double kill there at the end seals the deal on this map for the members of Kitbash. It was a hard-fought battle, but at the end of the day, they just had the better rotations, the better strategies. Well done from Rated there. Divine Mind taking it to Kitbash, CTF Catalyst. That was your map, Panda.
Yeah, look, it worked. Look, honestly, it was a spectacle I was hoping it would be. That is exactly what you want to see on some Catalyst. It's great, it's scrappy, there's so many angles to contest. We saw the skewer going to town.
Oh my god.
I mean, Kitbash making the ballistic cannon work.
It was crazy because Kitbash had so many singular plays that in the grand scheme of things were so massive, but they lacked the consistency that Divine Mind have when it came to rotations and just general map control. And in a heavy macro-based objective game, especially on CTF Catalyst, Divine Mind are going to take that one in the bag, and that's exactly what we saw.
I mean, Plasma, the MVP for this match for Divine Mind, considering how quiet he was for the most part, that's surprising. He surpassed the rest of the team out of nowhere, and look at it. Boom! Straight to Pipz's chest across the map. They look good. They look like they can test, but this is an objective game mode. It's not just about the kills.
Even these little trade-out scenarios we saw from Scoob there, you know, he was down and out, but it's just those quick flicks that he was able to use using the repulsor to secure himself a kill, and that's something that we see him do so often on the Divine Mind roster. He may be aware that, yes, his input puts him at a slight disadvantage when it comes to his 1v1 scenarios, but he's such a big-brained player.
I don't know, we have seen Scoob frying on a LAN environment. 0 ping does something to a man on KVM. And look, it's unfortunate that he's struggling. Yeah, sent out. Mind the gap, please. Unfortunate loss here. The objective game has looked weak, but I mean, going into the next one, they need to shore up the weak spots because otherwise their tournament run here at DreamHack Melbourne is over.
I mean, the Slayer that they managed to play before was an incredible show of force. It shows how coordinated they could be, how well aware of these maps, these rotations, sort of these lockdown positions that you have to hold are. Going into Oddball Recharge though, I would feel, you know, seeing how this map already played out for them, I'd say that this might be a bit of their advantage. They have a very good, knowledgeable understanding of this map, and there's a couple of tricks that I'm aware that they're able to use.
I mean, the biggest problem that I'm identifying already for Divine Mind so far this weekend, we've seen Rated relegated to the objective man. He's the oddball carrier, and more often than not is the flag runner for the team. But he's been putting up some decent numbers today already. He's been hitting his shots, and that if he's one of the key gunners in your team today, the last thing you want is him relegated to holding the skull right now. So, I mean, that could potentially work in the favor of Kitbash coming back onto Recharge. They've also had success here, which is going to hype them up. They're playing for their tournament live. I mean, a caged animal backed into a corner. Kitbash could come out swinging.
I'm hoping that Divine Mind have a bit of a... Had a minute to sort of recompose themselves and say we've got to be aware of Dxvinity lurking around with that Needler, as so many 1v1s fell in his favor just because of that use of the sandbox there. Already off the break, Kitbash taking a bit of a harsh punishment as we're going to see 3 members go down. Scoob with the camo in tow, managing to get out of it with his life, potentially, but trades out a melee kill, which means that kills will be traded back and forth as Plasma goes down. Lolleey looking to take down Pipz as Pipz is held down. Orange Door slides out at this very moment. Unfortunately, not enough to secure that kill. Lolleey doubles back to his teammate to give as much support as possible. Oddball now more so in favor of the members of Kitbash, but Rated in the backline is going to be the flanker. Dxvinity now in hands with that shot rifle. It looks like that Kitbash are looking to set up. 3 members of Divine Mind go down. They have the respawns on lock.
Oh, body shot there with the first burst. Unfortunately, not enough to secure the kill at range, but Lolleey there to mop it up, finishes off. Plasma gets himself out of danger with that shock rifle still in hand, has the grapple. They've got the oddball, which is the key. They want time on! Hey. What a shot onto Swayz, denies the run. Can't get it into a better position. Looking for the flank, but it doesn't matter. Lith is there. He's going to get the job done. Plasma connected on as well. Looking for something, but unfortunately, there's just too many angles to cover.
Too many angles to cover. Too many shots coming in from every single direction. Dxvinity looking to play his life for as long as possible there, especially with that shock rifle in hands, looking to make a play. Unfortunately, couldn't connect those shots. Did get a nice one onto the body, but it just wasn't enough damage for the members of Kitbash to follow up on before they were taken down.
Finally, we see them getting some time on. Plasma has the shock rifle now and hands out a pretty fat L to Dxvinity. Unfortunately, looking for the body shot, but no, the nade to come through, avenging his former teammate, but it's trade for trade. And Kitbash will come out on top only by the one. Lith around the corner, found, he trades with Pipz. The ball is there for Scoob. They're repositioning for the hold.
Rotation looking to come out right here as they opt for a blue Pipz hold, which means that at any moment, as soon as they face enough pressure, they are able to play that ball, resetting its position on the map. Smart play from the boys on Kitbash. I like this immediately. As soon as the break comes in from Divine Mind, they lose that positioning themselves. The ball goes off the edge and we see a reset.
From what I thought, there may have been a grapple play. I swear I heard Swayz use the last charge. He was trying to get the skull back, but unfortunately couldn't quite nail it there. Pipz has the shock rifle, takes Dxvinity, takes Lith down as well. The 2-for-1 special, he gets out with his life, and the shock rifle to boot. Shields should be coming up in a moment. The nade's enough to dissuade Lolleey around the corner, hits the body, can get the help from Swayz for the kill, and they keep some key utility and positioning in play.
Only a few points the difference here, and as you pointed out before, Pen, Rated has unfortunately been relegated to the objective man for pretty much the entirety of this weekend, but look at him right now. 7-3, still 16 points on the board with that oddball. He's kind of doing it all.
Yeah, but Swayz, look, he says, Rated, bro, you're going off today. I'll hold the ball, you get the kills. And this is the makings of a great team, to be able to identify where your strengths are on game day.
Kitbash right now just looking to break this gold hold. 3 members of Divine Mind do go down. Swayz and Pipz still on the respawn screen. We're looking for a push here onto top elevator. Lith taking a 1v1 with Plasma, but we see a bit of a tie there. Double kill awarded to Plasma as well. 2 members of Kitbash up top A. Dxvinity goes down. Rated now once again objective relegated, holding that ball for his team.
Maybe, the grip on the gloves just that little bit better for Divine Mind. They are holding it more significantly at the moment. 66 seconds objective time. The shots come through, but the nade finishes off Lolleey. That's big. Swayz trying to cover with Rated on the ball. They're trying to break this hold, but they just can't.
Rotation comes out there and a beautiful nade from Lith as the follow-up comes up from Scoob. Double kill in his hand. 3 members of Divine Mind go down. Such a decisive push. We're going to see this play now in blue, which means as soon as Dxvinity takes some pressure, he can play this ball, losing all the positioning as possible. Lith looking to just play a little sneaky here, hoping to shut down any push from C long that Divine Mind might like to play, but he does go down in the background, meaning all that effort, all that patience, all that work out of his favor. A melee missed by Lolleey, manages to take one, looking for a fight right now. Unfortunately taken down, but gets a stick from the grave.
He literally just chucked it on his shoulder. I mean, look, yeah, good job, buddy. Oh, sorry, I left something behind. Don't worry, carry on. We'll keep playing. 20 seconds, the difference right now. Coming into the flank, Raid looking to make a play, but there's too many players here. Can he find anything? Drops down, Scoob's down below waiting. Can they break this hold, given that we're about 10 away from first round victory?
The time is ticking up very quickly, and they need to get eyes on that ball carrier as he's sneakily making a rotation through C long. Dxvinity does manage to shut him down with the help of his team. Swayz right now located top glass, taking shots, decides to back down. Lith in the background of him, taking him down as well. Once again, rotating through blue pipes with that ball, making sure they can hold on to it for as long as possible.
Whoa!
Plasma pistol shot comes out from Lithy, the green man with the green gun, looking to waste as much time from Divine Mind as possible.
He almost nailed 2 there. That would have been huge if he'd got Pipz as well, but right now, the oddball. 7 seconds required for Divine Mind's first round. 26 for Kitbash. This is still close enough. Kitbash could take it.
Kitbash right now, if they make a full wipe and then follow it up with a couple of picks, they will have more than enough time in tow to catch up to Divine Mind. Wrapping this up here, there are 2 rounds. It is... Oh, here we go. Right now, a huge kill from Swayz. That 4-shot, beautiful from him. Gold right now cleared. We see another rotation come out. Kitbash located in top glass. But right now, Plasma holding onto the ball. 3 seconds left on oddball time, and they have shut it down. Unfortunately, now they have a massive task in trying to make the rotation. Swayz with the double. Lith gets shut down as well as Pipz now on board with him. Gets taken out by the KBM master himself.
Plasma.
Plasma right now. All he needs to do, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Yes!
ball. One, it stopped just in time, and Swayz
Swayz!
slides in with that last second, managing to wrap up round 1 for DM.
The hero Divine Mind needed. 1 second, he gets the job done. They take the first round, but they need one more. As hype as that was, the job's not done yet. They need this next round to close the series out and progress in the bracket. And already Swayz looking for Overwatch. Shots on. Big damage onto Lith, but he's got to back away. The team shot's too much.
Kitbash right now have a monumental task ahead of them. 2 rounds that they need to take away. That's 200 cumulative seconds of ball time that they need to accrue as well. Divine Mind right now, 1 round away on the precipice of sending Kitbash home. They're going to be fighting true and full. Look at the scoreline for Divine Mind, how even their kills are. 10, 10, 11, and 14 now for Rated as he is absolutely popping. Objective only relegated, he is not. 3 members of Divine Mind go down, a leak from Kitbash comes in, and Plasma is just doing all he can to play his life.
That's the second time we've seen 3 men wiped off the board for Divine Mind by Kitbash. They are doing phenomenally on the Slay so far. Lith repulsed back. He gets the kill though, he says. Not today, Plaz.
Not today, Plaz. Indeed, Dxvinity right now looking down glass, such a sneaky play. I've loved the rotations coming out from Div. They called him the anchor player before, and that is exactly the job that he's been doing time and time again, managing to just follow up on Pipz as much as possible. Pipz peeks, gets taken out. A nice little melee from Dxvinity there, trading out good amounts of damage on Rated. There is no follow-up though, unfortunately, for the members of Kitbash, as they are located in top control. Scoob held down in top control right now, looking to try and break Catwalk as much as possible because of their positioning. It just means that Divine Mind is going to be able to make the parallel rotation to gold pipes.
Plaz gets the kill. We do see things slow down just a little bit. Obviously repositioning, trying to regroup for that play. It's just not the hectic full push that we've come to expect from Kitbash. They want to make sure that if they get the hold, they keep the hold. So they are just going to reposition, regroup, get a couple of chip kills here and there. Plasma chasing Lith at the moment. 2-on-1, but Lith gets away with the kill. They follow it up with a rotation play onto Plasma as well, and shock rifle there for Lolleey.
Oh, beautiful toss up there from Scoob. The alley-oop just trying to grant themselves the positioning that they need, but because of the amount of heat and damage that is being sent out, look at the repulsor play as well. The jungle, we have an NBA player on our hands.
He denied the damage, unfortunately, but look at that. It's a full wipe onto Kitbash. The stick from Swayz started it all off, and it came together perfectly. Now, the man on the ball. I mean, this is a great player. He says, come on, look, I am not firing in this map. Rated, go ham, buddy. And again, he's the man on the ball.
Scoob, the remote debt comes up in the scoreboard. A beautiful placement kill for him. 2 members of Divine Mind go down, but the rotation needs to ensue. Swayz already being located up top gold, which means that he can just play that ball down bottom mid. And the team shots from Divine Mind are going to be so strong. On board now with Scoob, looking to clean up as much damage as possible, but there's so much heat in his favor. He needs to back off to that sneaky jump, catching those grenades as well. He's going to be coming face to face with 2 members, but Plasma gets taken down. A little bit of space granting the Kitbash members right
Dxvinity.
now.
He's found 2 with a shock rifle. Can he find anything else? No, he goes down to Rated, but Scoob. He's on for the flank, finds the back of Swayz, shuts him down, and they can look to make a play for the skull, but he's a little paranoid, thinking maybe, just maybe, I'm being hunted right now.
I would be nervous too if you had every eye of the Divine Mind roster trying to gun you down, denying you from that objective as much as possible. Divine Mind are up ahead so much time right now. If they want to just slay out for the next 2.5 minutes, it is a task that they are very capable of doing and succeeding at right now. Lolleey just playing for the juggle, rotating, C-plat, C-long, just trying to pass off to his team members, but unfortunately there were also 2 other team members of Divine Mind there in waiting. Pipz goes down though, taken out by Lolleey as Plasma now rotates down bottom control.
Pushing through, Lolleey being caught on the flank, shut down with the help of Swayz. The ball rolls! No, he just scoops it up on the brink. Plasma, that could have been disastrous and given Kitbash their opportunity. Shock rifle shot to the chest. He's holding it, looking for the reset. The active camo's coming up. A full wipe onto Divine Mind.
A full wipe for DM should mean that Kitbash can retake this ball reset quite comfortably. Lolleey being very comfortable in his own skin as well now because he can't be seen as he rotates around the map. Looking to get a nice little flank on Swayz. Seems to have his number dialed in slightly there as the grenade damage comes out. Plasma throwing nades too.
They don't actually know he's here. It's just preemptive spam, and there we go. He does get the kill, but he's the only one alive right now. Keep an eye on the ball. Wants to deny the play. The pink mist. He's hunting Rated right now. The parkour up. He slows it down. He's chasing. Can he get it? No, it's just too much movement. Plasma spots him. He drops down, knows he's in trouble. Wants to relocate, finding the back. He does get the killer Rated finally. But look at that. The spawn's coming through. The support there. And it will be Scoob looking to make a play.
There is another member of Divine Mind, though, just waiting. Pipz in lieu. He could already read the play that Scoob was trying to make with the ball there, which means that Pipz can just simply counteract that. Being met right now down in Whirlpool. Swayz meets with his team member as well. Half shields in tow. Oddball comes up to Pipz, and it is taken out by a melee. Swayz drops the ball down bottom mid. Still a lot of work for these Kitbash members to do, but they are not down and out just yet.
They're on the homeward stretch though, 23 odd seconds. Plasma has the ball. He tosses it out towards batteries, wants to make a play so they can go for the hold and finish this whole thing out. They want to lock it in. Pipz takes out Lith, the nade spam as well, successful, but Pipz has the ball, knows where he can go to make this play happen. Rotating it, but look, he's got a sliver of health, no shields. He needs those to come back up, and he's just crouching his way down the stairs. 15 seconds. They are closing this one out, Bluey. They're just chipping away at the time. 9 seconds to go. Where is Kitbash? They're about to be sent home. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Divine Mind. They take the map. The series. They are back looking hot.
Divine Mind looking so clean, so comfortable there as a team. Kitbash, unfortunately for them, their run is over. They are sent home. Heartbreaking for this team. The boys of Kitbash prove their worth though, going up against the Titans that are Divine Mind. At the end of the day, what can you do? The #1 seeded team in ANZ takes you out, but you have to be comfortable in the fact that you took it to them. Game after game, one after another. The boys for Kitbash did an outstanding job here today.
If nothing else, they take home fans. I'm sure they have picked up numerous fans, not just here, but internationally. I know the NAKBM crew are absolutely loving Scoob and his ability here on land, but Divine Mind have been wounded animals this entire weekend. They are dangerous. They've had a chip on their shoulder since day one, and they're coming back to prove that there is a reason that they were first seed.
Game after game, map after map, you know, some ridicule that Divine Mind have even copped from the community after their first 2 days here, but they are looking to get out of this elimination bracket and hungry. More games coming in tow. They are so focused, locked in right now. You could see how clean they were playing every engagement in that last map. Such confidence. They just had it all down pat, and my God, Rated. From Objective Man to the Slayer Man, how can you count this guy out? You never can.
I mean, Momo was hyping it up, saying, come on, Rated. He's been one of the top slayers for this team for the longest time. When will he show up? And he finally shows up. And Divine Mind recognize. They say, look, you know what? I'm not showing up. Rated, you go. You just absolutely mow him down. Swayz says, look, I'm happy to take a backseat here. I'll hold the ball. I'll get us that win condition. You set me up. You keep me safe.
Absolutely. The amount of space that the members of Divine Mind were just able to give Rated. It's like they had a reading. Rated in that series was so locked in that everyone on DM just said, hey, you know what, man? Today's your day. We've got to give it to the audience. You are the man on stage right now, and he put in the work.
I mean, we got to see that return to form. I mean, Swayz, he's been a bit quiet. He's been a bit demoralized, obviously. But that game too, my God, the shots that he was hitting cross-map, he looked good. But it takes a big man and a great player to say, look, I am still not the top dog here in this matchup. I can take a back seat, but you look at the score. The objective play was utterly dominant.
Strongholds live fire was probably one of the most disgusting games that we have seen in ANZ Halo history. Just the continuous brawls, melees back and forth, and every single time Divine Mind were the ones coming out on top. It's exactly what you said, Panda. The fact that their objective play was so strong, and the boys at the desk, I mean, what do you think of that for a game one? How disgusting are Divine Mind right now?